Welcome back to the channel, everybody. It's Sarah's birthday weekend trip. And, whoa, I'm almost falling already. It's Sarah's birthday weekend trip. We are high up in the mountains of western Montana at a very difficult to reach location, hiking in. We are out attempting to get out to the Snowbird mine. Now the Snowbird mine is interesting in that it, oh hey, look at this view back here behind me. Look at that, that's pretty. I'm sure we'll be seeing a lot more good views. The Snowbird mine is known for its big milky quartz, fluorite, calcite. I think Sarah was just pointing towards something cool on the trail. Parasite, which is like a brown carbonate crystal, and that's kind of really what I'm mostly interested in. And of course, seeing ginormous crystals. Maybe I'll angle the camera like this, and you'll see like a what coming out of my mouth. But that is yet to be seen. Minimal camera gear. I'm loaded down with stuff because it is I believe, a 25-mile drive to get here, and then a hike in. So minimal camera gear because, well, I want to pack out rocks. So it's probably important to mention that this location is a very narrow time window in which you can access it. There is a gate that we parked at, but much farther back on the road, there's a gate that we drove through. Now that gate, apparently, I'm going to try to double check this, and if you go to the website currentlyrockhounding.com and go to the notes for this, I will try to find out for sure the dates in which the gate is unlocked. Right now, as I film this, I'm under the impression that it's July 1st to September 1st. So you have 2 months that you can get up here. Now, from doing some historical research on this locality, there's been years where mid-August there's 3 feet of snow. There's snow like up to my belly right here, okay? So it's important to understand the ruggedness of this. We also have an SOS beacon because we are out here by ourselves. So, that said, look at the view back there. It's gorgeous, right? Anything else? Am I forgetting anything?
We're almost there. Hasn't been a bad walk. The book said uphill both ways and pretty mild uphill.
Yeah, it's not bad. There's also a stream. There's a spring coming out that actually goes onto the trail, which is nice. And yeah, we're gonna keep walking. So right here on the trail, walking up, there's all kinds of nice mineralization, interesting quartz, some calcite. Now, right here on the screen, I'll flash all of the different types of minerals that you could find here or are reported. Now, one of them is xenotime, and I don't believe it. I'll see it I'll believe it when I see it. Yeah. That, you know, things get reported, and sometimes there's not a whole lot of evidence. Xenotime being an interesting micro, and I know most people don't care a whole heck of a lot about micros. I personally find it interesting though, so I will keep my eyes peeled. Okay, so we went the wrong way, and there's a dirt double track at a fork in the trail. There's gonna be a map up on the website, so you don't have to go the wrong way that we went. There's actually a little water springs all up and down here, but wait till you see the piece of quartz that I'm going to show you here. We're almost to the mine, almost, but this is crazy. Look at this. Look at this natural face on that. As that wraps around there, imagine that being a crystal, okay? That is wild. If you were to imagine that growing in a void, where that termination would be. Amazing. Absolutely amazing to see that. I'm sure, man, there's more of that to come. We got a little ways to go, but Wild. How's that for a view? That is probably the best view of a rock hounding locality I have ever seen. And right back here, where are we at? Right there. I believe that's a little powder room. So when you see stuff like this, where we don't have much depth, they're probably just storing their dynamite out here. You can see we do have some pockets that people have been working. We got some little holes going, and we're going to look at some of the stuff here. Like, somebody's clearly working in this relatively recently. I'm sure there's some neat stuff in here. You can see we're starting to get into, I mean, that could be that parasite. But yeah, people are in here working stuff. We're going to have to play around, see what we can come up with. That's kind of interesting. But, you know, look at all this. So interesting. Well, I know there's big crystals here. Imagine for a second if that was a completed piece of quartz. That would be well, that would be impressive, wouldn't it? That's not even that big. But yeah, you can imagine if that had extended out. Almost looks like somebody broke the tip of that off. But wait till you see what is right behind me. There's that crystal. Look at that. That's a big crystal. Okay. I'm not going to be coming home though. Not going to be coming home. But man, check that out. That could be a piece of fluorite. That's got like a subtle green to it. Yeah, I mean, people doing big extractions here. Oh my gosh, that's wild. Are you packing this one out? It's a little hard to comprehend the scale and volume of it, right? Down here in the hole. I've already just kind of picked up some really interesting pieces. Let's go in here. So this is not a natural cave. This is blasted. Definitely blasted. You can see people coming in here, walking around. Dang. Wild. That's very cool. Well, man, we gotta do some serious exploring.
Mike is happy.
Cold feet. Yeah, okay, so you can see here we have drill holes. This was all dynamited out. I might have to do some chiseling in here. Yeah, look at this. Oh, wow. I want to strip those guys. 5 billion bugs. Yeah, I mean, oh wow. So that's got to be fluorite right there. I wonder if I can knock a big chunk out in here. A little bit more. Ooh, there we go. Take this out to the light. Look at that.
It's like a reddish almost, purple.
Yeah.
Is that what you're trying to get?
Yeah, I mean, I want some of it.
Oh, I thought you said there was fluorite. That's what you were trying to get.
Fluorite in here, I think. You can see all of this right here.
Yeah, that looks very green.
I'm going to get a couple more nice thumbnail-sized specimens here, I think.
Like resting her head on a bed of quartz crystal.
Nice piece right there.
Really purple.
Yeah. I'm going to try to... I got a nice block already. I don't need a whole lot. I just want some nice little specimens, a representation of the things that you can find here. There might also be some anchorite. I'm not exactly sure about that. But yeah, just an assortment to look at under the microscope, profile, and all of that. Very cool. Got plenty to fill up here. Might do a little bit more collecting right here. And then we're going to walk around. We're going to walk around and look for any other really interesting spots. But yeah, that's wild to see like all of that fluorite, all of this calcite, and to just bend down and grab amazingly clear pieces. Very interesting to see. So I was down there. You can see right in the middle of your screen, there is a rope tied off to a rock which goes up into a hole. I think I'm good. If you fall, that's like 100 foot. Yeah, that's got to be a, we'll say 60 foot. 60-ish foot. Enough to end you. And, man, it's one thing to have a beacon and know that somebody's going to at least find your corpse, but dang, this is quite remote. There's another locality that I have in my radar, that is way more remote than this, but that might have to wait for next summer. I've not really came across anything that seems like it has super fascinating tiny mineralization to look at under the microscope. Usually, you know, you're looking for things that have random sparkly bits that don't look like nothing to the naked eye. I might have to do a round 2 up at this location and come back next year. I think probably leave the buckets and walk up to the next tier. I am so thankful that all of these flowers just have honeybees on them. We're just walking through them. Yeah, looks like people working. Oh my gosh. Sarah, no, stay right there. Look at the size of that crystal. This whole thing is a crystal.
Yeah, I thought I was looking in there at one.
Here, I'll stand where you're at.
Oh, I see that on that now.
That's man, it almost doesn't, you almost have to zoom out to get it.
Did you see the one in there too?
Oh, that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Crazy. I don't really like using a bunch of descriptive adjectives in video because I think it's like a hokey way of selling stuff that's not actually that great. But I think when you see even a milky quartz crystal bigger than you, it's okay. It's okay. I mean, man, yeah. It's kind of neat.
Yeah. It's not really much that's actually like that hexagon.
Yeah,
crystal.
yeah, there's not a whole lot of points.
No.
Oh,
Oh, wait, come here.
Look.
Come here. Yeah, I know. Look, I found one too. Right here.
can you get it?
Oh, it's just the top. Oh, you found a better one. All right, that's cool.
Just the tippy
Just
top.
when we said there isn't any. Okay, well now I want to look here more.
Yeah, take your time. Yeah, right here, starting to get into some more clear crystals. Nothing super complete, but that's still pretty cool. I like that. That'll look good, fully cleaned up, you know? Sarah's over here. She wanted to show me something, so maybe let's walk on over and... I had to give like a cool down break. Oh wow. Yeah, it's like somebody must have hit like a big pocket. Dang. That's a huge crystal right there. Crazy. Crazy, crazy stuff. Wow. Yeah, so this whole thing, this support here is a crystal. It's hard to see with the sun. Yeah, you can see the size of that one and that one. Yeah. Oh wow. And that's that crystal support right there. And people are like laying in here on a cool day, chipping away. I don't know how I feel about that. Get some clears up there. I got like half a bucket of fun material. We got fluorite, massive quartz, some really clear pieces, and yeah, generally speaking, just like some nice specimens. Here, I'll show you what I actually have in my bucket real quick. We're gonna walk out. It's 5 o'clock, and it is time for pasta and cake, I think. That's what I'm hiking out with. I know people are gonna be like, oh, I would have backed the truck up. Good luck. There's that big boulder right there with the crystal faces. We drove all the way down from the top of the mountain down to Fish Creek because, well, it's nice down here. There's no bug. Well, that's almost not true. There's some mosquitoes, just a couple. Not like it was up by Lake Wenatchee. That was intense level of mosquitoes. I've had a couple of people ask about our kind of camping setup because we're always out just spending time out in the middle of nowhere. Pretty simple. Off of a road, we got the rooftop tent. I've had some people also ask what this thing looks like on the inside, so I will show you. So we're not really set up for pillows and stuff just yet. But yeah, it's not bad. I can sit up all the way in the cheese wedge, and Leica sleeps down there at my feet. And these are just some foam pads. Pretty simple and effective. So let's walk down. Down there is Fish Creek. We'll walk down and check it out. It's a pretty camp spot. Look at that view up there. I'm kind of glad we drove down. I feel like it might be a little chilly tonight. It is the beginning of August. So, you know, by the time you're watching this, it'll be September. But still, I would say it's going to be in the low 50s, upper 40s tonight. This thing. Now, I don't think of this as a creek, really. I would say this is a stream, but, you know, it seems a little big to call it a creek. These are the more clear ones that I found up there. I think that'll clean up real nice. That one's really good. And this weird, like, little cluster mass. Of course, we'll look at them all in the shop, and we got a lot of stuff to wrap up and clean. But I think overall, I think it'll be pretty good. Look at that. Very cool. I will catch up with you in the shop tomorrow. Drink a beer, and go to sleep. Overall, I would say that was a good first visit to the Snowbird mine. I will definitely be going back next year. Probably again in August to be on the safe side. You know, there's been years where people have gone up mid-July and had to shovel out huge snow drifts still in the road. And there's been times up there where they've gotten snow at the end of August. So really, there's like a very little time window. Couple of things, you know, these guys cleaned up quite nicely. All right, I'm happy with that. You know, a location like this, you might be tempted to, you know, back up the truck, so to speak. And I would suggest against that for a couple of reasons. You know, having more of something doesn't necessarily equal more happiness. And I'll tell you a couple of little stories about that here while we look at some of these. So, calcite, fluorite. I have a jar here of some of the massive fluorite, which is cool. Nice little specimen jar, right, that I can look at and reference later. I got some more big cruddy pieces of fluorite there that I'll probably dump them out back. Some more solid pieces of it, which make for some nice displays, potentially. So, purple fluorite. Blue fluorite, and more kind of white green, I guess you could say. Here's that little quartz top that Sarah found. That would have been fun if that was connected to something bigger. You might be tempted to try to get a ton of material at a locality like this, but I don't think that's actually smart. Now, two things come to mind. I have seen somebody's collection of Montana agates, Yellowstone River agates, that is literally like a volcano in their backyard, and it's just starting to sink into the earth. And that seems pointless to me. What is your actual goal there? If you will never cut them, display them, see them in any type of reasonable way. I mean, it's probably been 10 years since I've seen the middle of that pile. It just seems like collecting without purpose is a foolish endeavor, in my opinion. So collect with purpose, have a goal in mind, and go from there. This guy will probably get cleaned up again. We are broken back here, but still, that's not bad. Not a bad little find. We've got another kind of more milky termination here. Yeah, collect with purpose. So these pieces are parasite with anabergite. You can see that right there. Look at that. That kind of like almost oil sheen appearance to it. Very cool, right? These are not the parasite crystals, though, which that's a little bit of a downside. The only ones that I managed to... Yeah, that one's very pretty. Now, okay, in theory, right? So this is nice. I like this. Would I be that much more happy if I had 100 of these, if I had a bucket, if I had 10 buckets? So that's kind of my point here, right? Like, when we go back in the future, we will be only going for the parasite crystals. Now, here are those little brown, dark brown pieces right there. That is parasite, of course, broken parasite. That had the little dark pieces. This probably being the better of it on calcite. Interesting. So I'm not 100% on this, but from what I can tell, the parasite primarily is forming the contact zones between quartz and calcite up there. And I mean, we were there for 3 hours, and I kind of wet my whistle on the locality. Man, wouldn't it be fun to have that be a go out to a termination, right? I would be stoked about that, but that's not really what the locality is about. It's about that parasite. Anyways, what else? Yeah, this is kind of cool. You can see the faces on that, if that was complete. Some of these will make it into a cabinet, I'm sure. Yeah, so we'll be going back, and probably what I would do is go back, camp in the area, wake up and be out there first thing in the morning, and spend a whole bunch of time just breaking rock, more than 3 hours of breaking rock, like hike out with a lunch and drinks, and spend a bunch of time chasing that contact zone, looking for hopefully a pocket to open up and get a decent parasite specimen. If we go back and I got a solid 1/2 inch to 1 inch parasite crystal, I would be super, super stoked. Well, I think we're going to leave this one here, everybody. Go check out the website, please, currently rockhounding.com. This is kind of a member-driven project here on the channel. So if you like my content, thumbs up, subscribe, share it with people, check out the website, and that. All right, everyone. We'll leave this one here. Thank you so much for coming by, and I'll catch you on the next video.